Hi, I'm Jordan Warren, and I play Tommy Miller in the film Deuce of Spades. Tommy is an instigator in every sense of the word. He gets a lot of his buddies in trouble.
You kids stay out of trouble here.
Oh, yes, officer. Sure. I think he lives for parts of time like pissing people off and getting in the face and being aggressive, and living for those moments. I mean, he's not a boring guy. He's not going to sit around and not do anything. He's gonna instigate something. What do you say we run him?
What, on that road?
That road's as good as any. There's Johnny, and there's Art, and there's Tommy. That's the trio. I mean, that's the guys. And Johnny is the main guy. Then you've got Art, who would be his best friend. You have Tommy, who's a really good friend. Tommy is he's aggressive. He's the instigator. He's the talker of the group. And Johnny's the racer. He's the doer of the group. And that gives Tommy the freedom to basically run his mouth and say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants because he's with the cool group. And he takes full advantage of that. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Don't worry, Johnny's gonna show him. Right, Johnny? Having said that, when he's in a group like that, he still is all about himself. I mean, no matter what is going on, he's still thinking about number one. That's a really, really dominant trait of his. I gotta go. He set up races for Johnny all the time, was making sure that was going on. It didn't have to be the strip. It could be a road anywhere, just to know that you're gonna get beat. You're gonna race tonight, you're gonna get beat. And if you don't, you're a coward. So show up and race. Get ready to get your ass whipped, shithead. Johnny's here. Through meeting at the gas station and being befriended and getting a relationship going, Johnny did give me, Tommy, a job at the drag strip as a flagman. So he's right in the thick of the racing. So he's gonna get you to race Johnny. He maybe even will get you to believe that you can beat Johnny, and then Johnny is gonna smoke you. So he sets up races all the time. He keeps Johnny busy racing. And basically he's a sidekick, like clockwork. Talk about the devil. Hey, Johnny. 2 quarts to go?
Yeah, 2 quarts to go.
And there's a part in the film where you see there's a turning point with Tommy and his friendship, with Johnny especially, where you're going to see that some stuff does go down, but I can't tell you. You got to watch the film. I smoked like a chimney on this film and on set, and so many of the guys that I met were worried that I was going to actually turn out being a smoker. I mean, you'll notice in the film, every time you see Tommy, I mean, he has a cigarette either in his mouth, or there's smoke blowing around him, or it's coming from somewhere because he's always smoking, even when he's working at the gas station. I smoked all the time. I even had to have some of the hot rodder guys like go out and buy more cigarettes. There was a time on set where we had to get this shot, and I'm talking about like in frame. It was this, because we were just gonna get the end of the cigarette, and it took about an hour and a half, 40 minutes to get this one shot, because we had to get everything together with this cigarette and the smoke, the way that it came out, and it's beautiful. It was worth it. But I was like sprawled out on the ground, like with my legs like 5 feet apart, trying to keep my balance and smoke this cigarette, and like it's getting a little chillier, but I had to smoke for about an hour and a half, and everybody was around me being like, "Good job, dude, good job, you're doing okay, blah, 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 just keep going, blah, blah." And a scorpion was walking by on the ground, so that was cool. I couldn't move. I was buzzing off cigarettes because I've never smoked before, but we got the shot, which is good. There was another scene too where I had to literally be covered in blood. My shirt was just covered in blood. My jeans had blood on them. My hands were covered in blood, so I can't touch anything. So I kind of like just walked around. People had put coats on me because I was cold. They'd like put coats over my shoulders, and like pretty much take care of me like I was a little kid. There was a lot of time with Faith because she did everything. So she'd do our hair and she'd do our makeup and make sure we're ready to go on set. But she would make sure I asked my correct flippage. That's what I call like my hair flippage, which was awesome. It was like an untold like saying, like I knew that it was my turn to go in and get kind of done up.
Tommy returns.
Yes.
Shaggy disappears.
And she would just kind of look at me and we just kind of like, yeah, flippage. So I'm in love. I have a new love, and it's a 1935 Ford pickup. The owner is Pete, is his name, who is super cool, and he got to let me drive his pickup, which, like, I was so scared to drive that thing at first because I didn't want anything to happen. And the thing was so fast and had so much character, like just in the body and the painting. Every day, we'd try to see if we could buy it from him, bribe him. I'm pretty sure we even tried to like be in his will to get that truck. My experience on the set of Deuce of Spades is unforgettable. I'll be able to tell stories about it forever. I had the opportunity to be cast in this film and basically get to live in the 50s for a long time. It was so authentic and real, and I mean, everybody with the hot rods that were there were on set. I mean, everybody wanted to be there and wanted to contribute. And these are guys too, these car owners, they had no problem getting up and helping with sound or moving lights where they needed to be moved. Everybody cared about this film so much and wanted to see it through. Faith Granger, who is amazing, who is a one-woman machine, and who is absolutely in love with every aspect of this film and everybody who's on this film. She cares so much about the integrity of her film, her actors, and again, that starts with faith. That communication is there, and that love is there for this project, and then it just goes all the way down to everybody that's around it, and that infects people. I mean, that kind of energy to be around, it just takes you over. Tommy Miller was a flagman, so this was a specific part in the film that Faith and I wanted to get dead on. It's something that's very authentic to the era of 50s and hot rodding. So we found a lot of footage and spent a lot of time watching authentic 50s home footage of these guys. Like, we'd freeze frame, be like, I like this, I like that, that's really cool, okay, we need this, we need to do this. And then we practiced it over and over, so I knew exactly the motion. And so we got it down, and we nailed it. It means all our hard work and keeping it authentic, it was worth it. And it looks great. It looks great.